Hi everyone, once again welcome back to my channel. I'm happy to have you today and thank you for subscribing my channel and supporting me. All the best. As you know, this channel made mainly to talk about the flight attendant life and duty. So today we'll talk about small scenario happen in between and on the boarding time. As you know, each flight it has boarding time. The passenger will come inside looking for their seat to be seated before takeoff. So the flight attendant will make sure those passengers will sit beside his door. They are able to help. So those people will sit next to the door. They're supposed to be able to help. So their age supposed to be not so old, as well as they're supposed to be not so young. If they're above 50 and they are old, look like old, they are not healthy well, or they are so young, less than 15, and they could not help. Sometimes even the language, it's very important that this passenger next to me or next to that exit will know how to talk to me, or I can order or ask for help and they will help me to open, to push the door whenever there is emergency. I know the emergency is not happening every day, but can happen any day. So we have to be prepared. So every flight, every boarding, the flight attendant will take care and make sure nobody sits beside the door unless they are really able. And to know if they are able or not, there is a safety card placed next to the door. After the passenger be seated on that seat, next to the window or the one beside it, anyway, just next to the gate or the exit or the door, we will give the card. And we give them some time to read it. After a while, we'll just confirm that they read the card and they agree and they can help. Some of the passengers, they get it and they said, sorry, change my seat because I am having family behind me and I will be busy with them. I will not be able to help you, so please change my seat. And we have the opposite, that passenger will not accept to change. They said, we already booked that seat during the reservation, so this is our seat. Why you change us? And we tell the reason, maybe the age, or they look like sick, or their injury so clearly, or they are so young, so they are not able to help. And they should accept. If they don't accept our order to change their seat, we may call for security and the ground staff as well. They will try to convince them and talk to them that they need to change their seat. If they are not accepting and the flight's so full, or is not so full, they need to change their seat by anyway, because the people next to that door should be able to help, either to accept another seat or to be offloaded on time, to not make that flight delay. Every flight, the crew member or the flight attendant should take care. There is some scenario happen that some passenger, they are not only one, sometimes they are four. And they've got four seats. Some of the seats it's next to the exit and some of it's just behind it. And sometimes they put their family, which is not supposed to be, by age, because on reservation the system will recognize and they will not give he will give according to the age. If you give the right or the true age on the reservation, the system will catch it and he will not give you the seat next to the exit. Let's say you fly with your mom, her name will come on the boarding pass, the one is just behind the row, not on the row itself. So sometimes the flight attendant will have this situation. Some of the passenger will say, this is our seat and we have this boarding pass and we have the right to sit here or anywhere. We'll tell no. You have four seats, two next to the exit and two just behind, and those will sit beside the exit. They're supposed to be able to help. And those people cannot be helped, they're supposed to be sit on the seat behind. Again, if they accept this is the way it should be, if they didn't accept, we'll call the ground staff. The ground staff will try, otherwise we'll call for security and they will offload the passenger from the flight. This is all what we can do during boarding to choose the best passenger can help during the situation or emergency. As you know, Each door made to evacuate a quantity of passengers. Sometimes they are 10 or 20 or 40. So those passengers will accept to be next to the door. They will be responsible to help the flight attendant to evacuate those 10 or 20 or 40 from this door. But if you sit there and you will not help, the flight attendant will be really having a hard time, suffering from that he don't help, because he needs someone to push the door if it's become heavy, because sometimes behind the door there is something push the door in, like water if the aircraft land on the sea. So all the best to you during flight. Just make sure when you fly with your family to book the seat. Good for you, good for the flight attendant. Those people can help, will sit next to the exit. Those passenger or family will be away from the exit because they could not help on emergency. They will be busy with themselves. Thank you very much for subscribing on my channel. Thank you for all the support that you are doing it for me, or all the likes you are giving me. All the best for you, and I wish that I give you the information that can help on the future. If you are a flight attendant, you will know the rules on the future, that passenger will sit next to your door. They should be able to help you. If you are a passenger, make sure that you really book the seat if you have a family or children away from the exit, to help the flight attendant to have some passenger to help on the emergency situation. Again, thank you very much and all the best and goodbye.